Hi guys, it's King DX for first23.com, and I'm back again today for a striking tutorial. I know a lot of people have been requesting it, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and start knocking these out. Today's tutorial is going to be a bit basic, so if you feel like you already have a pretty good striking game, then maybe you don't need to watch this and you can skip ahead to the advanced tutorial when that goes out. I'm playing on a PlayStation 4, so in the top right corner of your screen, you'll actually see a PS4 and an Xbox controller. So hopefully if you have any questions about the buttons that I'm pressing, or trying to figure things out, you can look at that for reference. I really don't want to waste a lot of time doubling back over every button I'm pushing, just so we can make sure that everyone's on the same point. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the striking tutorial. Like I said, this will be basic, and let's go ahead and jump right in. The four face buttons on your controller are actually strikes in themselves. So square is going to be a left punch, triangle will be a right punch, X will be a left kick, and circle will be a right kick. So these are the four basic buttons that you're going to need to remember whenever you're doing strikes. So I'm playing Jose Aldo here, and we'll just go ahead and we'll just throw a couple of these basic strikes so you can see. So there's a left punch, a few more left punches. There's a right punch, some left kicks, and some right kicks. Now, one thing you can do as well is you can hold L2, and L2 is actually a modifier. It's a body modifier. So when I hold L2 and I press punch, there we go. You see punches to the stomach. Here we go again, more punches. I'm gonna do it with the kicks, and now you start to see knees being thrown to the body. So L2 is gonna allow you to modify some of those attacks and directly target certain parts of the body. Now you also have R1 and L1 for technical modifiers. So there's R1, that gives us a Superman punch. So that's R1 in a punch, and that's R1 in a kick, and that gives us kind of like a flying knee to the face. Now you also have L1. L1 is going to give you a variety of different attacks, completely depending on fighter. So what I'm doing now, I'm just throwing a variety of punches, mainly because I want you to see how the stamina goes down when I throw these punches. Now the more stamina you have, the quicker your punches are going to come out. Now as you start to burn some of that stamina, whether it be from taking damage, whether it be from just throwing a bunch of punches yourself, you'll start to fatigue very quickly. And the more you fatigue, the less power you have, and the more susceptible you become to actually being knocked out yourself. So just try to keep that in mind, because that's going to be very important as we move forward. So here we go, just more strikes, more strikes, more strikes. And some other things to keep in note is that you can actually use forward and an attack button to change your punches. So you have these four basic punches, but you can actually press forward in these punches and you'll get different attacks. So for instance, like forward and a punch button may give you an overhand left, while back and a punch button may give you an uppercut. So like I said, these definitely vary, but you just need to know that forward and attacks are going to give you a different set of moves than just pressing no direction in attack, and back and attack is going to give you a different set of moves as well. Now from what I can tell, pressing forward and attack traditionally gives you just a little bit more range on your attacks, and pressing back and attack normally gives you more power. Now here's our opponents now. I'm just going to push L2 and triangle, and when I'm doing that, that allows me to get down to the ground and hit them. There's going to be a lot of times when you stun your opponent, and if that happens, you're going to need to be able to quickly follow up and put them away. So all I've done now is I'm on top of them. I'm pressing up on the left analog stick to posture up, and I'm just going to keep pounding away at them, hopefully, so I can put them away. Now, this is just the first part. We're going to go ahead and move on and show you just a little bit more advanced stuff. Still going to be basic, but just a little bit more advanced so we can get you more familiar with striking and all the different things that you can do. A lot of your striking game will actually be defined before you ever even enter the octagon, and that's going to be chosen the moment you pick your fighter. So what you want to do is go to the fire select screen, hit square, and that will allow you to actually pull up stats about your fighter. So here we have a kickboxer. We can see certain things about Anthony Pettis. So we can see that he has kicking speed of 83, he has a punching speed of 82, and then we can also see that his hands are actually around the same speed, his hands and his legs. That information is going to be very vital to us being able to properly use him inside of the octagon and get the most out of our fighter. Now, if you haven't seen our Extreme Tactics article on this already, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link in the bottom right of this video. So go ahead and click it. I dare you. I dare you to click it. Go to the site, read that article. It's really good. So all these techniques, all this information is very valuable, because that's going to help you in striking more than anything can. Knowing your fighter will make you more effective. So now we have fighter abilities. So you see the first fighter ability we have is actually vicious kicks. This means that any kick coming from Anthony is going to be much stronger than a normal kick from someone else. Also, we have things like opportunists. So we start punching ourselves out, but we stun our opponent. Now we can go in there relentlessly and keep throwing strikes, and we won't lose any more stamina. Knowing things like that, having a fighter capable of doing that puts you at a huge advantage when it comes to striking. So I definitely want everybody to go look at their fighter abilities and learn exactly what they have before they ever step foot into the ring. Now, we've looked at the punching speed for Anthony Pettis, and one thing we noticed that the left hand speed and right hand speed was exactly the same, meaning that when we throw a punch, they should come out at primarily the same speed, right? Well, look at this video. So here I am, I'm just jabbing away with my left hand, and eventually you can see how much stamina is burning. I'm starting to move a little bit slower. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up for a minute, let some stamina come back, I'm going to throw some more strikes, and I just want you to see how fast they come out. So here I am throwing it with the left hand, and you notice, well, the right hand, you notice those right hand punches don't seem to be coming out as fast as those left hand punches are. Now, there's a pretty good reason for this. And the reason is that the left hand is actually closer to my opponent. So when I throw those left jabs, because there's a shorter distance for that hand to travel opposed to the hand that's further back, they actually come out quicker. So when I throw left jabs here, they come out much quicker than when I throw right jabs because my right arm has more distance to travel before it can connect, before it can go back, and before I can throw another one. So that's very important because when you start getting into more advanced tactics, you want to actually change tactics as far as like how you throw combos. Knowing that is vital. Now, what I've done is I've actually changed stances, and now you'll notice that my right hand is coming out much faster, much faster than it was previously. The way you change stances is you actually just press down on the D-pad, and you'll just change stances. Now, there I go. I've changed back, and you'll see that triangle's going slow again. That right punch is starting to go slow again. But when I start to let go with that right hand, and you just give it 1 second, I should go back to doing it, you'll notice that it starts coming out much faster, even though my stamina's gone down. So this is going to be the key. If there's a key to striking, that's the key. Knowing your stance and knowing how your punches are going to come out based on that stance. Being able to know that my left hand is going to come out quicker than your left hand is going to be key. It's going to help you quickly put people away, and that's going to be the part when you start to realize that the hand that's going to move slower is also going to have more power. Meaning that if I throw a jab, 2 jabs with my left hand, I want to follow it up with a power punch from my right hand. That's going to give you the most power, and that's going to lay your opponent on their ass. Well, guys, that's it for basic striking. Moving forward, we're going to actually start working on defense, learning how to protect yourself while you're striking, because if you can't protect yourself, then you can't effectively throw punches. So that's going to be the next thing. We're going to go into defense and how you can maintain stamina, how you can, save up a little bit of energy before you attack, be a smarter striker, a smarter all-around fighter. So that'll be the next video. After that basic defense video, the next thing we'll go into is advanced striking, which will actually focus on combos and really being able to go in there with an arsenal by your side and ready to just throw and throw until your opponent can't take anymore. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial. Like I said, the next one will be coming soon. That'll be basic defense followed by advanced striking. If you didn't get a chance already, don't forget to check out our Extreme Tactics article, and you can find out more about how to read your character abilities and what they do and how that can help you in your overall game plan when you go into the ring. Thanks again. I'm KeenDX for FirstTo3.com. I'll see you guys later. Bye.